Investigation continues into a house fire Saturday night in Scottsbluff that authorities say is suspicious in nature. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scottsbluff Fire Department was called to the 700 block of East 17th Street shortly before 10 p.m. Saturday after a report of smoke coming from a house. Scottsbluff's Engine 1 arrived on scene in approximately 5 minutes and discovered a small fire in the back of the vacant home. The fire was quickly extinguished and the smoke removed through ventilation. There were no injuries and crews were on scene for a little over an hour. Gering Fire, Scottsbluff Police, and Valley Ambulance also responded to the scene. Well, Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts on Friday issued an emergency proclamation for impacted counties in the Panhandle and north central Nebraska following an ongoing winter storm. The severe winter storm moved across the Panhandle and north central Nebraska on Tuesday, producing large amounts of snow and strong winds. The storm has caused damage to private and public property and infrastructure, and it has prevented emergency access to remote locations. The governor's emergency proclamation was signed for the purpose of providing state assistance to support opening public roads for health and safety emergencies to remote locations within the impacted counties. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Welcome back. A Scottsbluff County Detention Center inmate that escaped in a stolen pickup in July before being apprehended the following day has been sentenced to prison. 51-year-old David Scroggins of Torrington was arrested in 2021 after he was caught trying to sell a stolen ATV and was subsequently charged with theft by unlawful taking, plus the habitual criminal enhancement. In October, he pleaded no contest to the charges in that case, and in exchange for his plea, all charges in 3 separate cases were dismissed. Earlier this month, the district court, Scroggins was sentenced to a mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison, but he did receive 487 days credit for time already served. Well, a Valentine police officer is facing a long road to recovery after she was accidentally ran over while trying to assist a citizen last week. Valentine police say that Officer Jasmine Hoofs was on duty investigating a scene and helping EMS Friday when she was accidentally ran over by a front-end loader. She was transported to Cherry County Hospital with severe injuries and has undergone several surgeries since the accident. She's been reaching out through social media and appreciates the prayers and good vibes she has been receiving in return. And efforts are underway to create a rodeo team for high school students across the Wyobraska area. Don Carr says he's currently recruiting area high school students for a team that would begin competition in the spring. He says there would be both a boys and girls rodeo team, and the hope is they can jumpstart their career before hopefully continuing at the collegiate level. For more information and to get signed up, you can contact Carr at 308-632-5454.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
Hey, we got some home basketball highlights from the weekend. It was iffy due to weather, but the Scottsbluff girls and boys basketball teams finally, with their home openers on Saturdays, they hosted always tough St. Thomas More out of Rapid City. The Scottsbluff girls had lost Monday at Bridgeport and were hoping to avoid 3 straight defeats. The three-point line was the only thing keeping Scottsbluff in it in the first half. Peyton Berta, Anna Kelly, Taryn Spady, and Shea Willits combining to hit 5 threes in that opening half of action. Kelly knocking down a couple. Scottsbluff trailed by 12 at halftime. In the third quarter, it was the Reese Ross show for the Cavaliers. She scored 12 in the first quarter, and then in the third quarter, a pair of threes, then 3 two-point field goals, and the 6'1" Ross scored 12 more out of the halftime break. She finished with 27 points in the win. St. Thomas More victorious. The final was 59-34. Scottsbluff now 4-4 on the season on the girls' side. Let's go to the boys' game now. After a tight opening stanza with Scottsbluff trailing by 3, the second quarter brought along with it Scottsbluff outscoring the Cavs 11-6. Freshman Nate Kelly had a 9-point first half as the Cats led 22-20 at halftime. The third quarter saw the offense pick up for both squads. Tate Talkington for Scottsbluff drilled 3 third-quarter 3-balls, scoring 11 in the quarter. Defensively, though, Scottsbluff had no answer in that third quarter for Caleb Hollenbeck, the St. Thomas More coach's son. Hollenbeck ripped off a 12-point quarter, including a couple of early threes. In total in the second half, Hollenbeck scored 23 of his game-high 30 points, and St. Thomas More outscored Scottsbluff in the fourth quarter 23-10 to close out a double-digit win. The Cats lose for the first time this season. Both Gearing teams lost games on Saturday on their trip to Ogallala. We'll have 2 games coming up tomorrow night involving both schools. The Gearing girls will head crosstown to play at Scottsbluff. We'll have TV and radio for that one. Meanwhile, the Scottsbluff boys head to play unbeaten Ogallala. We'll have that one radio only on 107.3 The Trail. There's no Cougar basketball until after the holidays pass, with both teams off until January 7th. Home action that day for both the women and the men's teams after the holidays. For the women right now, they are 10-4 with 8 of 9 in the win column. The Cougar men 7-4 with wins in 4 of their last 5 matchups. That should do it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank, a bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a nice feel-good story as a local Secret Santa has been teaming up with the Gering Police Department to spread a little extra holiday cheer. For the past 4 or 5 years now, this mystery philanthropist has been giving the police department gift certificates to a local business to help offset the additional costs of Christmas. Captain Jason Rogers says that patrol officers first have to pull over for a lawful traffic violation.
And then, through conversation with the driver or the passengers, depending on the information that they get, they have the ability to hand the driver or hand somebody in the vehicle a gift certificate to a local business that's dropped off by our Secret Santa. and try to make people's days.
He adds being able to allow such a positive interaction for both the driver and the officer during the traffic stop can mean so much during these hectic weeks leading up to the holidays.
We've had people who have been so appreciative, they've given officers hugs. They've broken down in tears because it's helped so much at times when they need it the most. So it really is a way for our guys and gals to be able to bless people through a blessing given to us.
Gering School Resource Officers also are imperative in helping give out these gift certificates who see kids on a regular basis and may have an added insight on their family's struggles. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.